Coming right up, the Lakers taking on the Pacers. For the Los Angeles Lakers, they are on cloud 9, reaching for the stars. Only one loss in recent memory. Their trajectory just continues to ascend as they march towards the top. Pacers, Lakers, just moments away, right after this. Hello, and thanks for joining us, folks, for this midweek NBA action on 2K Sports. Here with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. Now we get a chance to check out some stats for Luka Doncic.
Hey, guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The guard pair will be Doncic and Reed. LeBron James is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's LaRavia in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Pacers, at the guard positions, Halliburton and Nembhard. Bogdanovich out there with Pascal Siakam. And it's Zubac in at the 5, roaming the paint. Well, Greg, I hope you're ready. We're going to be cranking our heads back and forth, watching these teams race up and down the floor all game long.
And this is the definition of an exciting matchup. Don't be shocked if the 24-second clock doesn't come into play. They like to keep the pace fast.
And Doncic gets it to go.
Well, Luka decides when he wants to get into the rise and fire. That pull-up game on point.
Halliburton for 3. Good, and a nice assist from Siakam. Halliburton's got 5 points so far.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's LeBron. Oh, goodness. Where did that come from?
Holy goodness.
That was beautiful. What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. Here's Indiana. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Well, they knew exactly how to approach that defense. They shot a fantastic percentage because they got quality looks.
And here is Ayton, after Tyrese Halliburton was able to get the triple. Here's James, coming off a stellar performance against Detroit. Drops in the tray.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now, here's Siakam. 29 points for him last game against Orlando.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass. All around, just his effort level was off the charts.
You know, Doris, Tyrese Halliburton has got to be up there when you think about the top passers in the NBA.
Kev, he's always amongst the league leaders in assists. This guy plays in the perfect system for him. You want to be up-tempo and letting him sort of improvise and master the position. He is brilliant. The more productive he is down low, the more minutes Zubac is going to get. That's just excellent execution and finish.
Ayton a screen on Halliburton. Again, Los Angeles.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Boy, do they look sharp. I mean, everything falling for them.
Pacers have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Puts up a 3. Reeves with the rebound.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
And that one's good, LaRavia.
This is where Luka Doncic is so good at touching the paint, seeing the gaps, and kicking it out to that three-point shooter.
And so now a timeout called by Rick Carlisle. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You take a look at Los Angeles. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And seeing where the Lakers are, they're making a move now in the top 10, and this is a team to watch. I like what I'm seeing from them.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Got that one up quick. Halliburton's got 14 points for the game.
Oh, man, a hot start for him. He's hit 5 of his first 7.
Doncic against Halliburton. LaRavia, good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got his 3rd assist on the night. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Rick Carlisle. Coach was enthralled by the court awareness of LeBron James. He said, quote, very few guys know where all the players are on the court at all times. Very few players have the skill and the ability to take advantage of any slip-up. LeBron falls in both of those categories. There's a reason people talk about him as the GOAT. Back over to you guys.
Thank you, Allie. And here is Doncic following the three-pointer by Siakam. James with the bucket.
And making it look easy. LeBron overwhelms the defense inside.
Halliburton outside. Offline with his 3.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. Nothing on the board. Halliburton, no good. Endures Rick Carlisle, now in his 2nd stint, is the head coach of the Indiana Pacers.
But he is a basketball lifer, Kevin. Over 2 decades as an NBA head coach, he has seen it all. Remember the 2011 title win in Dallas. His guidance has been a key to this Pacers' recent success.
Pacers trail by 5. Nembhard, the pass to Bogdanovich. The tray, and it's Andrew Nembhard with the 3.
Well, this is something Nembhard's working hard to become consistent at, knocking down shots from distance.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Up with the new group on the floor. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Hayes is checked in for Ayton. Hachimura comes in for LeBron. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Jake LaRavia. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Austin Reeves. Here's Doncic. He picked up 24 points in their last one against the Pistons in Detroit. To the right side. Pass to Kennard.
2 minutes remaining in the
Here's Hayes, and it's Hachimura in the corner. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Pacers have gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. Neesmith can't get it to go. The Lakers leading. And here's Doncic from the arc. Good on the 3-point shot. Doncic has got 9 points.
Boy, every time he goes up now, it just looks like the shot's going in. He's perfect from the field in this quarter.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Doncic kicks to Hachimura. Pass to Hayes. The Pacers pull it in. The Lakers beat them last time when these two teams met in Los Angeles.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
Here's Shepard. Still yet to score. Toppin, good.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Doncic looking it over. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
This guy has absolutely owned this quarter. This is how you lead by example.
Shepard, the pass to Toppin. Indiana moving the ball around. Neesmith finds Walker. Now Toppin on the wing. Walker, just 5 on the clock. And it's Shepard missing.
I think they could have gotten a better look right there. And he just a little over anxious, I think, to get that shot off. This young man has got some big-time athleticism. Hachimura getting off the floor and finishing with no doubt.
And here are the Pacers now, trailing by 4. Up top, Walker. Oh!
Goodness. Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Near the three-point line. Wow! Unbelievable!
Can't do it much better than that right before the clock expires.
What a way to seize momentum. Can it carry over into the next quarter? Beautifully done.
It's been all about Luka Doncic for Los Angeles. Setting up teammates and getting buckets. He is looking as determined as ever. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Los Angeles?
So far in this one, guys, it's been the shooting. In particular, from mid-range. That has been huge for them.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
Lakers leading by 4. So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter. Rui Hachimura out there with Jackson Hayes. Then it's Austin Reed. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Smart in at the 2 spot. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. It's going to be Kennard shooting. It's going to be on Jarris Walker. Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the night here. And Indiana making a change here. Harris is checked in. Free throw, good from Kennard. You know, Doris, here's a question for you. Is there a reason why we see so many point guards become head coaches?
I do believe, Kevin, obviously as a point guard, you are responsible on both ends of the floor. On the offense for knowing all of the sets and where every single guy is positionally. On the defensive end, you're the lead communicator. You are at the point of attack. So it makes perfect sense to me that they become head coaches.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Pass to Walker. Here's Huff. High, arcing shot. Walker the pass to Huff. In the corner, it's Harris. Outside, Walker. And a miss there on the triple. Lakers leading by 9. To the inside. Here's Reeves, and he banks in the layup. Reeves has got 9.
Reeves has a great ability to finish, and he knows how to work inside.
Neesmith, the pass to Huff. Looking to end the run, and he jams it with authority.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Now Harris, after Marcus Smart missing on that last 3-pointer. And Neesmith with the slam.
Boy, Neesmith working hard to get separation off the bounce. Woo-hoo, it's big time.
There's the pick. Pass to Smart. And it's Hachimura in the corner. It's rebounded by Indiana. Harris passes to Siakam. Over Smart. And that one hits back iron. Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against the Pistons in Detroit. Reeves gets the bucket.
And the defense has to be more mindful of Reeves, especially when he's roaming around there in the corner.
And now, Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Thanks. Pascal Siakam's veteran presence is hugely valuable to the Pacers team. Coach Rick Carlisle said, quote, his experience is really important to us. He doesn't get rattled, his personality stays consistent, but things get frantic in games. He is a calming influence on our young players. Kevin, back to you.
A cagey veteran. Allie, we thank you very much. Halliburton's checked in for Gary Harris. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Here's Siakam. It's rebounded by Hayes.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Here's Hachimura. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. The Pacers making a switch here. Nembhard's checked in. And then for the Lakers, Vanderbilt's checked in for Hayes. And Doncic is subbed in for Kennard. And that one falls for Hachimura.
Rui Hachimura, a guy who's willing to slot into whatever position the team needs him and works hard to help out on every single play. You love the hustle and the attitude.
Here's Nembhard. Coming off a stellar performance against Orlando. Good on that shot. And with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Halliburton. And during his brief career, Andrew Nembhard has shown he has a sense of the moment.
Kevin, there are certain guys who want to hide in the corner if the game is on the line. Not Andrew Nembhard. He is fearless in late-game situations. He's hit multiple big-time shots already. He's got a little bit of that it factor.
The steal. Back to Nesmith. It's stolen by Vanderbilt. Fast break, the Lakers. Reeves finds Doncic. Now here is Hachimura. From downtown, that's good from Doncic on the assist by Hachimura. Hachimura's got his third assist on the night. Nembhard with it. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game.
Positional size. Think about it. Halliburton, a point guard, but he's got great length at 6'5". That helps him operate in that painted area.
And the first one drops. And this probably, DB, is the most intense part of the regular season. Some teams are all in on a playoff push.
This is the point in the year where everybody, absolutely everybody, is looking at the standings and the potential matchups facing them in the postseason. They are sharpening skills and minds.
Zubac is checked in for Indiana. Bogdanovich comes in for Nesmith.
Yeah, you never want to foul Reeves in the act. A very good free throw shooter.
It's his first trip to the line. Free throw good, Reeves. And every team is trying to ward off or recover from injuries. So, Doris, how much separation is there with regards to team training staff?
Now, this is a great question, Kevin, and I think one of the things it highlights is how important every member of your staff is, from your head coach to the assistant coaches down to the training staff. An 82-game season will challenge any medical staff. They are invaluable to your organization.
Here's Nembhard, and once again off the mark by Indiana.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And he wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble there.
Nope, up and in with a one-hand finish, the most basic possible. Zubac kicks to Bogdanovic. Now Nembhard over Reed. A shot by Nembhard, no good. Pass to Smart. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Hachimura with a screen on Zubac. And the dunk by Hachimura.
It's not just about the passer. As the recipient of that alley-oop, you've got to have timing and anticipation. Yes, sir, Rui Hachimura.
Pacers trail by 18. And so the timeout here taken by Rick Carlisle. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Toppin's checked in for the Pacers. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Ayton, he's checked in for Vanderbilt. LeBron comes in for Hachimura. Jake LaRavia is checked in for Smart. And it's Luke Kennard in for Austin Reeves. The Lakers on D. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game.
This guy's been great, no doubt about it, but it hasn't been enough to get them where they want to be.
Now, here's Kennard. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. James against Toppin. Oh, he just jams it right over LeBron. Wow.
My goodness, Toppin puts on a show. What a special dunker this guy is.
And here we go, Halliburton heading to the hoop. And Halliburton to the rim.
And there's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set, and you can get some easy baskets here.
Here's LeBron. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
The guy says there's superior strength by James. Even when the defense roughs him up, he's more than capable of playing through them. It's amazing.
Free throw good, James. When LeBron's playing days are over, and GA, who knows when that'll be, what will you remember most about his play?
You know, I don't think there's ever been a player who came into the league with such lofty expectations and not only met those expectations, but fair to say, he's exceeded them.
Pass to Toppin. Ball's knocked loose, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. And here's what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Friday, they'll be playing against Michael Porter and the Brooklyn Nets. And then on Monday, they'll go up against Trae Young and the Washington Wizards.
And this is a perfect situation for them coming up. They'll be facing a lot of teams that they should beat, and those games will be at home. Can't ask for a better stretch of the schedule.
Wow, from the arc, Toppin shoots with real authority. You can tell it's an area of the floor that he's comfortable.
Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession. With 10 games left, let's see how the playoff race is shaping up out west. Look at the Lakers. If the playoffs started today, they'd hold the number 5 seed. Of course, they're looking to build on that.
And you know, for Los Angeles, they're in a good spot as the season winds down. Probably starting to think playoff strategy at this point. Just have to keep themselves above that play-in line.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Kennard for 3. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Outside Bogdanovic. Fires for 3. Here's Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Yeah, Zubac knows his job, and that's to do the dirty work. Get into the offensive glass.
And the shot goes in.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Halliburton feeling it out a bit. Shoots over Doncic. Halliburton, no good. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. And we'll be right back after this.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
And for their matchup with the Clippers, this will be a good challenge. If they could come in, play with intensity, and sustain that, they'll be right there at the end, Shaq.
I want to see how they play.
And now, how about that first half? Talk about a dominating display for the Los Angeles Lakers.
They're breaking at every opportunity, which we are seeing across the league, Shaq.
Yeah, once the defense is set in half court, it's tougher to score.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Tyrese Halliburton has been sensational.
What a menace he was on defense through the first two quarters, just disrupting everything.
Well, it was about effort and anticipation. Hard to get into an offensive rhythm when you know this guy is lurking.
Lakers leading by 17. At the guard positions, Halliburton and Nembhard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Pascal Siakam. And it's Bogdanovic in at the small forward position. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Nembhard, the pass to Siakam. Knocks down the three ball. Siakam's got 6.
Oh, an immediate response from Pascal. How about that three?
Pass to Ayton. High post shot. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Ayton's got his first bucket in this one.
And even with a big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him.
Here's Laravia following the score by Indiana. 17-foot shot on the way. Again, Los Angeles.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Well, Zubac's always around the rim. You love the quick strike there.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, the Pacers are moving as one. Coach Rick Carlisle said the thing I love about this team is that we're a true team. We're a group that needs each other. We work at communication. We're collaborative. We make sure our guys have a voice, and we're all in it together. Back to you, Kevin.
They win by committee. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report.
You know, missed that one, but still a really good start coming off the break. 3 for 4 now.
Trains the three-pointer.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes.
Here's Doncic. On deep, Reeves. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. And so the timeout here taken by Rick Carlisle. He's ready to talk things through with them.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
Chance now to take a look at some of the steal numbers over the scope of the last few months for Tyrese Halliburton.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
Zubac in the post. Ayton's there. Nembhard the pass to Zubac. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Zubac has got 6 here in this quarter.
You know, he's been giving them points, but they still can't seem to get over the hump tonight.
Doncic finds Ayton. 16 feet away. And it's James missing.
Listen, that's a good shot for him. He just couldn't connect.
And here's Bogdanovich for 3. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Lakers leading by 15. Pass to LaRavia. Over Bogdanovich. Reeves the pass to Ayton. Tries from 16. Again, the Lakers.
Yeah, one of the best in the history of the league, just taking advantage of what the defense wants to give him. LeBron, the midi, yes, sir.
It's Bogdanovich on the wing. To the paint. And finished off by Siakam.
I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Now here's James. He's got 16. Here's Ayton. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Ayton's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, that's a determined scorer right there. DeAndre Ayton showing a little toughness on the interior finish.
Here's Siakam. And the Pacers tack on 2 more.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
When it comes to underappreciated players, Doris, in the league, Pascal Siakam comes to mind.
You know, Kev, underrated is a word you have to be careful with because these guys are all NBA players. But Pascal Siakam is always available. He's a two-way force. He can score in many kinds of systems, and he is going to absorb an elite defensive assignment. This guy is so good.
Now Ayton, following the three-point attempt by Tyrese Halliburton. Over Bogdanovich, and there's Ayton, and that's good on the assist by James. Ayton's got 8.
Well, the form and the touch and the mid-range from DeAndre Ayton. This guy is special. Boy, something so good about a perfectly placed lead pass. That is nice.
Here's Doncic. It's a big high bounce and goes in. Doncic has got 22.
Boy, for the most part, when they have gone through him, he has delivered.
And finished off by Halliburton.
When Tyrese Halliburton is looking to be aggressive as a scorer, it sets every other aspect of his game. He is cooking.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Some changes for Indiana. Huff's jacked in, and Jarris Walker's subbed in for Bogdanovich. And then for Los Angeles, Hayes is checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Hachimura comes in for Jake LaRavia. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Austin Reeves. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Lakers. Outside, Smart. The rebound by Halliburton. Pacers trail by 18. Walker in the post. He's covered by Hachimura. Floats it up for James. Hachimura finds Hayes. Here's James. Doncic outside. Tries it from 19. Count it. And he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
And they're leaning on the mid-range right now. That's 6 of their last 10 from that area.
Now, here is Halliburton. 27 points for him. 1:35 left in the third quarter. 5 to shoot. Siakam. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Now here is Hachimura. He's got 7.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. Here's Halliburton. Outside, Walker. Misses the three. Lakers leading by 20. Here's James. And he uses the glass on the layup. 9 points here for Rui Hachimura.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Indiana's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Halliburton for three. The shot's good on the assist by Siakam. Halliburton's got 30.
And he got loose from the three-point range in the first half and showing signs here, but he's still got the flow in the second.
Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line. So Doncic will go to the free throw line.
First team foul.
It goes on Tyrese Halliburton. And some changes here for the Pacers. Toppin comes in for Pascal Siakam. And it's Brown in for Halliburton. And the Lakers also making a change. Austin Reeves is checked in for James. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Toppin. Brown sets a screen for Toppin. A three-pointer, no good. Here's Reeves. Banked in off the glass. Reeves has got 8 points in the quarter.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Los Angeles Lakers. After a fantastic quarter, he's sitting on a double-double. And there's nowhere to go but up for him. Back right after this. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Taking a look at the Lakers. Jackson Hayes is out there with Hachimura. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then it's Marcus Smart. And it's Reeves in at the one. Hayes. And that one's good. Hachimura.
Well, the finishing ability of Rui Hachimura on display. This guy has a knack for getting around defenders and into his groove.
Siakam outside. Here's the three. The shot comes out.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Kennard kicks to Hachimura. Lakers passing it around. Here's Reeves. Pacers with the rebound. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Walker the pass to Siakam. Reeves with the rebound.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down. Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And so Siakam will bring it up for Indiana. He takes it in, shoots over Hachimura. Siakam misses. Los Angeles leading by 23. Smart on the wing. Neesmith covering. Here's Reeves. Shot clock at 6. Toppin with the steal. Neesmith, the pass to Huff. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Halliburton's checked in for Toppin. And then for the Lakers. Vanderbilt comes in for Jackson Hayes. And Doncic is subbed in for Austin Reeves. Lakers leading by 21. Doncic dishes to Smart. Pass to Vanderbilt. Fires away from way outside. Siakam pulls it in. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Outside, Walker. On the wing, Walker. Siakam outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker.
Well, all you have to do when a teammate has the basketball is beat a target, and Pascal steps into it and lets it go. Nicely done.
Smart up top. Kennard kicks to Hachimura. Here's Doncic. Hits the target from 18 feet. Doncic has got 10 points in just the second half.
Well, Luka Doncic relishes the opportunity to control the action. Right now, he is cooking the defense.
And, you know, he's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
And that's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim. Okay.
Here's Doncic. Here's Hachimura. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Hachimura's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And this is what we're seeing. Rui Hachimura understanding I've got to expand my range. This is huge for his development.
The shot's good from Halliburton.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
The three for Doncic. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Siakam kicks to Walker. Pass to Halliburton. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Down low. Here's Hachimura. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Big night for Rui Hachimura. You can tell when his number is called, he is prepared to embrace the scoring role.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Player of the game, Luka Doncic.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. Lakers on D. Nemhard with it. Halliburton inside the three-point line.
Boy, Luka has decided he wants to become a more complete defensive player. How about twice on the pipes?
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And he's good on the three ball. Siakam's got 14 points here in the second half.
And that's not an easy shot for a big. Siakam showing his comfort level from anywhere.
Doncic against Halliburton. And another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. DB, we saw a move by the league to let a little bit more contact go. Have they been consistent with that, or do you see some backpedaling at all?
I don't see any backpedaling at all. I think maybe the area where you most see this manifest is the point of attack dribble. That first dribble, defenders are really able to attack defensively. Listen, this is a hard thing. You want to bring more physicality back, but you've got to do it carefully. Coaches love assisted buckets, boy. It just means the team is working well together.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
Here's Kleba. Halliburton against Doncic. Pass to Kennard. Nailed from three-point land. Kennard's got 5 points now this quarter.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Los Angeles.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And this will now push it to a total of 44 games in the win column on the season.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Luka Doncic.
This guy's vision was on point all night. He kept everyone involved.
Here's Doncic. Makes it off the glass. Doncic has got 32 points.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Here's Nesmith. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Inside, here's Vanderbilt. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
But the truth is, they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
Pass to Nesmith. Lets it go from deep. Vanderbilt with the rebound. Kennard, the pass to Vanderbilt. Back to Kennard. Doncic outside. And it's off from three-point range. And here is Nesmith. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Hallie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
LeBron, this was an outstanding win. What kind of message did you send tonight?
We're not trying to set a message, just trying to improve every time we get an opportunity to come out on the floor and play. We've been doing some good things the last couple months, but we still got a lot of room to improve, and hopefully we can continue that.
If your team gets better every game, that's a message that people like to see and hear. Thanks so much, LeBron.
Terrific, Allie. Thanks. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and the rest of our terrific 2K crew, this is Kevin Harlan. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Luka Doncic.